10 mods, 2 updates and a map. Oh, let's go. Right, there's the updates. We've got an update for the Lizard 6000 by ADub Modding ABP team, and in the changelog for that, it's got added more tire configurations, added mod desk to 66, updated and fixed sounds, and added map hotspot. And the second update for today is to the map European Countryside by Zero Rito, and in the changelog for that, it's got changed some AI traffic routes that caused a lot of accidents and traffic jams. Vehicle shop purchase icon moved into the shop. There was a conflict between the shop trigger and the shed lights trigger. Increased the BGA land value, where the player could buy the land for one price and sell the BGA for twice the land value. Some trees that were floating in the forest areas have been fixed, and grey mill icon that was below ground has been fixed. And that's your 2 updates for today. Right, the map that we've got today is the Shire Farm. This is by Flosty94, 287.64 megabyte on the download. And it says, welcome to Shire Farm, located in the beautiful rolling hills of the Cotswolds. Shire Farms is a large mixed arable and silage contractor. Oh, very nice. Do a bit of farming in the Cotswolds in the UK. Now, we'll take a look at that in a separate video, but that sounds great. Right, our first mod for the day is Multi-Sign. This is by Dominic, 0.39 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under miscellaneous. So this only costs you 57, but it's a sign. And I think it's quite good. You got options there. You got pallets, fill materials, animals, or back to pallets. Then you got base, you got standard, added weight, or standard. So obviously, you know, if it's a bit windy, it stops it blowing over. And then when you come down to the next section, this is where it does become optional. So you've got under pallet configurations, you've got nothing. You can have boards, bread, butter, cake, cereal, cheese, chocolate, clothes, eggs, fabric, flour, furniture, grape juice, honey, lettuce, canola oil, olive oil, sunflower oil, raisins, strawberries, sugar, tomatoes, wool, or nothing. If you go back up and change that to fill materials, as you can probably imagine, scenes under pallets, we had all the pallets that are available in the game. You have got all the different options for all the different crops that you can have as a fillable material, which is brilliant. And if you go back up and put it onto animals, again, chickens, sheep, pigs, horses, cows, it's got all of them in. That is great, but you can also add a license plate to it. Now you'll see why I've got TLX 3500 very shortly, because I've put one here at the edge of the start farm on Elm Creek. There you are, Andy's farm. This is the closest thing we're going to get to a customizable farm sign. Anyway, well, at the minute it is anyway, but yeah, little cow pitch on the go there. And then if we come down here, what I've also done, it's made myself a little parking space designated to the TLX 3500 that we got parked there. That's ace. Obviously, you could go for whatever you want. If you wanted to make like a little area in the barn over here for, I don't know, say pallets of furniture or pallets of planks or whatever, you could get one of these signs, put the planks in there, put the icon in the red circle, place it there. That's where your pallets are going. You can designate areas for whatever you like on those options. That is ace. I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is safety weights. This is by Smetty, 2.33 megabyte on the download, and as you can imagine, it's under weights. So we've got a safety bumper which is 500 kilo, safety weight which is 2 ton. They've both got the same options, which is to change the colour. So we change the main colour. Go for red, changes the main body, although that does sort of blend in with the warning signs, mind you. So we'll go yellow for the design colour. We'll change up that main colour. Oh, let's go for pink. Why not? And obviously we come into the 2 ton version. That just mounts to your 3-pointer. That's got that bit extra bit on the top there. Again, change the main colour. Let's go for pink. Or let's just add a bit of purple in it, you know, for a bit of a change. Let's stay to that. Yeah, if you need a weight to keep the front end of your tractor down, very nice. Right, next up is the Maxi Hydraulic Telescopic Fork. This is by Fred Modding, 1.02 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under Telehandler Tools. So it's only going to cost you £2,000. But I like it. I mean, there's no options. So if we come out of that, I've got myself a fork and a telehandler here. The options for the fork are going to be right RB and right stick, left and right. Moves your forks in and out. RB and right stick up and down. Moves the whole frame left and right. Ooh, I like that. That's alright, that is for a fork. Very nice. Right, next up is the Gutler Simplex 2530. This is by Rick Black Label TWD Modding, 7.37 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them on the rollers. Now, dear oh dear, the 25 is 2.5 meters. Oh, shocking. Dear oh dear. And the other one's not much better because the 30 is actually a 3 meter. Oh, they're both under 3. Well, 3 meters and under both. Shocking. We're going to this one. Dear oh dear. No options. It's got a 10 mile an hour working speed. It's only going to cost you $1,800 to buy, but come on, 2.5 meters. Shocking. And then the 30, the options it's got there, you have extras or you can have flat spring 30. Put those springs on the front. 10 mile an hour working speed again. 2,100 to buy without the extras, or 3,400 to buy with the springs. Dear oh dear, 2 of them in the same pack, 3 meters and under. We'll carry on. Right, next up is the Berthoud Vantage 4300 Precision. This is by Universe Simu Modding, 8.54 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under sprayers. So it's got 4,300 litre tank capacity, 33 metre working width. Now that is better. I mean, we've gone from 2.5 and 3 metre to 33 metre. That's a bit of a jump, but in the best way possible. 7 mile an hour working speed, 65.5 grand to buy. The options you've got there are usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. You can change the main colour to anything on those colour palettes. We'll just go with pink, why not? Oh, that's ace, that is. It does say it's compatible with precision farming, but there's no spot spraying on it, so it's just going to be the usual nitrogen shenanigans on the go with that. But still, that's alright, that is. Very nice. Right, next up is DFM Tools. This is by Giant Software, 4.58 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them in 2 different places. So you've got the CFB16. Is that B or an 8? My eyes are terrible. CF816. We've got the RT3000. These two are going to be under skid steer loader tools. And then we've got the TR3200, which is under forestry equipment. So if we go to the CF816, and I'll get me appointment at Specsavers. Obviously, this is going to be for chopping a tree down. So you pull up to it, you close the jaws around the tree, and then you saw it off at the bottom with the blade. Attaches to the front like that. That attaches there, though, doesn't it? There's no attachment points on it, mind you, but all right, we'll carry on. 12 grand to buy. Requires 60 horsepower from your tractor. Although I do like those hoses on the back. That's nice. It's a nice little touch. It's even got a pressure gauge there. Yeah, it has. Oh, that's ace. Oh, I like that. And we're going to the RT3000. So this is more of just a straight up, chop it down, and get it out of the way job. Obviously, that's going to hook onto the front of your skid steer loader. You've got the shield there for anything flinging up. Very nice. 60 horsepower from your tractor again. 10.5 grand to buy. And then the last one, the TR3200. Obviously, this hooks up to the front of your tractor with a PTO, or the back if you've got a PTO. Some tractors don't have a PTO on the front. Obviously, you go for whatever one you want. Put it around the trunk of the tree. Chop it down. Job's a good in. 60 horsepower from your tractor requirement. 5.5 grand to buy. That's all right there. M3. I do like that pressure gauge on the back of there, though. That's ace. I mean, you'd see that when you sat in the cab. Very nice. Right, next up is the Alpego Jet M Pack. This is by Giant Software, 9.45 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under 2 spots. Obviously, the first one is under seeders, and the second one is going to be under cultivators. Now, before we get going. Both of them. Oh, both of them 3 metre. What's going on? That's now 4 things today. We've had 3 metres or under. What? Oh, shocking. Dear, oh dear. Right, so the RK300 Plus Jet M, it's obviously a cedar. This is going to require 125 horsepower from your tractor. 3 metre working width. 8 mile an hour working speed. 37 grand to buy. I mean, don't get me wrong. 3 metre, yeah, it's really tiny. But the mods look great. They do look great, I must admit. I just don't like 3 metres, as you're probably well aware. And then we go into the RK300. So this is just a cultivator platform without the cedar part on the back. Yeah. So does that mean if it's the RK300 and then that's the RK300 plus the Jet M, that's going to do cultivating and seeding all in one? Very interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still 3 metres. Even if you are doing 2 jobs at once, it is still 3 metres. But fair enough. Right, we'll carry on. Right, next up is the Case W20E. This is by Sloitches Modding, 23.53 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in 2 places. Obviously, you're going to find the actual vehicle under wheel loaders, and then you're going to find all the front parts under wheel loader tools. So we've got the Case IH W20E. You've then got the Bucket, the Shell W20E, which has got a 3,000 litre capacity. You've got the loader pallet for doing pallets. We've got a round bale loader. We then got a square bale loader. We then got a winch to finish it off. So that's going to do your big bags. So the options you got for that are design original, with support, original. Change the main colour to any one of those. Go for grey, change it up a little. Design colour, we'll put that on orange. Change all the extra bits. Then if we come to the square bale loader, loader square bale. And that name just wrong way around. Shouldn't it be square bale loader? Alright, carry on. Again, with support or without. Same colour options. You go for whichever one you want. Then we'll come into the loader round bale. So that the name is just put the wrong way around though, isn't it? Let's face it. Or it may just be me. Who knows? That looks right. Black and orange. Then loader pallet. Exactly the same options as the others. Bucket. Divisions in the middle. Change the main colour, whichever one you want. And then we'll come to the actual W20E, because this has got a few options on it. So it's got a 150 horsepower engine, 27 mile an hour top speed, 65 grand to buy as standard. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then we come down to windows, original, light tint, dark high tint, back to original. Then you got beacons, standard, with beacon or standard. Defrogging tracks, or defogging tracks. You're just driving along and frogs just jump out of the way. Defogging tracks. Standard. Defogging. Oh dear, oh dear. What's that? Put something around the windows. Oh, it has. Yes. Oh, I like that. Then you got exhaust. So standard. Exhaust chrome or standard. Back cover. Back colour even. Original. Colour 1. That's not really changing anything. Oh, those bits there. I see it now. Well, they don't make it easy for you because... there you are. It's better with the black. So obviously we start off with original. 1 is the same colour basically. 2 is a slightly different shade. 3 is a pretty much the same colour. Then we get to 4, the black. Then you can notice it. Dear oh dear. You got 5, which is basically the same as 4. 6, which is basically the same as 4 and 5. 7 the same. 8 the same. Well, that's grey in it. We're going a bit lighter. 9, 10, and then back to original. Attachers, so you got wheel loader 2, small loader, or wheel loader again. Then you can change the main colour to the same as the rest of the equipment. Colour on the front, we'll go with that. Changes the fork part. Lateral, change it, match it all up. Oh, that looks alright actually in black. Cabin, again, Changes the bits around the cabin. Rim colour. What? Let's go all black. Oh, look at that. No, we're going to have to change those. We're going to have to change those side bits. Which was it? Back colour. There we are. Change those to black. That looks ace. Oh, I like that. That looks well mean. Very nice. Right, next up we've got the New Holland 8340. This is by 750 Ti modding, 9.47 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under small tractors. So it's got 125 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 79 grand. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. We'll come down to main colour. You can have blue, blue, blue or blue. Different shade of blue. Design colour is either black or white, or even silver. It looked like white then for a minute. Just changes the colour exhaust, and that's your options. Fairly simple enough. I mean, the older style, more boxy look to it, so you can fit that into your role play. Well, it's fairly cheap though. I mean, 79 grand to start off with. Now, I know we have got wide tyres on that at the minute, adds 3 grand to it, but oh, I think that adds to the look a little better. Look at the detail on the back of that. No, I like that. Very nice. Right, and the last mod for the day is the Massey Ferguson 8S. This is by KRKZ modding, 21.11 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under medium tractors. So it's got a 225 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed. The base price is 180 grand, but we come straight in from the shop here and it's already put 1250 in extras straight on, which is the 170 kilo front weight. So why, if that's the cheapest option on that section, why have it as an extra? Why not just put the base price at 181,250? Just saying. Anyway, we'll carry on. So it starts off with 170 kilo on the front weight. You can then change it up and go for a 280, 390, 500, 610, 720, 830. You can have front hydraulic, 170 kilo front weight again. Then you've got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Got GPS receiver, no or yes, although that doesn't really make much difference to us on console. You can just add that into sort of roleplay element if you wanted to. Then you've got fenders, standard, wide or standard, and engine setup. So 225 is standard. Then we've got so it starts off with a Dyna 7 gearbox. Then you've got 225 with a Dyna VT, 245 with a Dyna 7, 245 with a VT, 265 with a Dyna 7, 265 with a VT. I think we can see where this is going. 285 with a 7, 285 with a VT, 305 with a VT. Where's the 305 with the Dyna 7? 325 with a VT, and back to 225 with a 7. Does the Dyna 7 not cope with the extra above 300 horsepower? Alright, we'll carry on. You then got warning signs, no, yes, or no. You change the main colour to any one of those. Let's go for a white one. I mean, I know that I get filthy in the field, but still. You change the front parts, the little vents on the bonnet there. Ah, that's alright, that is. I like that. Very nice. Right, so that's your mods done for the day. Drop it in the comments below. Which is your favourite? What are you looking at? We'll see what people are thinking. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next one.